money that a lot of footballers are now getting here in India is not less. So you'd be surprised that a lot of them do not choose to go play in the Scandinavian leagues or maybe some of the other tier two European leagues is because the money that they get here is fairly decent and they might not be able to earn that with taxes etc. back there.
Yeah.
And the life's much tougher. The lives here are comfortable.
That's for sure, and that's slowly growing, and that's for the good, really. But you'd probably know this much better than I do. But then the pool of players that we have who do play professionally in India is so small if you look at it, isn't it?
Yes.
Do you have a sort of vision, if you were, let's say, the AIFF president, of how you would want to structure the Indian football structure, really? I've spoken to others and they've talked about, and this is something maybe I'm in the favor of, is something that's similar in Brazil, for that matter, where they have regional leagues which are very strong, and they then those teams that do well in the regional leagues sort of go on to play in the second division, third division. We sort of have that in India right now, but I don't know if we can compare, let's say, the Goan league with, let's say, a league in some other state.
Right. Can the AIFF president do everything? I doubt. So, I'd not go and say, what if I was the AIFF president? Because it's a big country. We're very democratic in a certain sense. It almost sounds like not the nicest thing, but because, all of us, including you and me, we can differ on certain views and go about doing a certain thing differently. If you ask me, there are examples across the world, various examples across the world of how football can be structured. Does that answer fit India? No, it doesn't. Because we are a very varied country. Every 200 kilometers, our language changes, our food changes, the way we look, the way we talk, the way it all changes. So can we have a solution that's worked in other countries will work here? No, it will not. The sport itself has some basic rules. And that's the reason why cricket is popular in India, why football is popular in Brazil, why Europe produces the most number of players, or why Argentina or Venezuela or Colombia or Uruguay or Brazil produces so many players, and that's culture. Can culture be induced? No, it can't be. It takes sizable period of time, which might be 50 years, 60 years, 70 years. So you will not be able to produce it right away, but certain places do have that culture. Northeast, West Bengal, Kerala, Goa, pockets here and there as well. What can work is a lot of kids need to play the sport. And for kids to play that sport, what do they need? They need infrastructure. It doesn't have to be fancy places, but they just need good, secure places to be able to play the sport. They need passion, they need heroes, but predominantly you need a lot of kids playing the sport. There should be an avenue and opportunity for them to go out and play the sport first, to play that sport competitively. So micro leagues, mini leagues, all across the country, spread. It could be started by you, it could be started by me. Not trying to control them, but just letting people play. You could be paying a certain fees, you could be playing for free. It could be pickup matches, so you have a lot of kids playing sport. And that's what, if you take a certain example, that's what happens in Brazil. Everybody plays the sport. 2, you need coaches. You need good coaches. You need them in a huge number. That will be my mantra number 2. If to have a lot of these younger people who are coming across who know a little bit of the sport, to be armed with coaching badges, or at least having some basic information of how to coach kids, which is predominantly to allow them to play, not keep making them running around grounds, just keep running. They have, kids have their aerobic capacity is quite high, and you know that about. You don't need to get kids to run to increase their. You need it for me or for you, not for them. So coaches basically take care of if you arm somebody as a coach, he will take care of his own coaching. As in, he'll find 20 kids, he'll find 50 kids, he'll find it somewhere, and if he's enterprising as well, or he'll find a club. The third mantra in ecosystem is to have as many clubs as possible. They could be with a budget of 1 lakh, with 50 lakhs, with 1 crore, with 30 crores, have clubs. And that club could be structured anyway. It could be in your DDA, sports club. It could be a professional football club. It could be an academy. It could be anything. It could be a pay and play. It could be an NGO. Don't restrict it. Let clubs form. Let them play. Let them play competitively. And they could find solutions among themselves if you have a lot of clubs. If you had 20 clubs in Gurgaon, they will find a solution for themselves to play amongst them. Sadly, you don't have as many, right? People might play. So, be inclusive about it. Have as many players coming in. Then there are, of course, other things. One of the reasons cricket grew is because our grandfathers, grandmothers, father, mother, parents, they knew some bit about cricket, right? So if you today want to learn a forward defensive stroke, can your father teach it?
Sort of, yeah.
He can give you the basics. There's been so much of exposure to television as well that they'll be able to teach it to you. Similarly, with the English Premier League, etc., a lot of young boys and girls have seen how things are done right at the top. Now, if they had parents who could tell them, look, this is how you dribble, this is how you run with the ball, why don't you do these exercises? Why don't you do it in, just play? That's a solution to up the intellectual capacity of football or a sport, any sport. And so these are 5-6 things, 3 things I've told you. You could be more structured at the top level, have 3-4 leagues, then have a regional league, city league, go as micro as possible with sport. That's the way of growing sport more. If it was on me, and of course, none of it I can affect as an individual. What I can do is I can have a policy, or I could say, encourage people to play. Can we make playgrounds accessible? Can I work towards it? And of course, at the top, I need to ensure that, there are heroes for them, that the national team is doing well. It's not an easy solution. You can pick and choose from all across the world, and I'd say pick what the Japanese are doing. Have a 50-year plan. Don't plan for tomorrow. Don't say we will qualify. I mean, I want to see the country qualify for the World Cup. When I moved into the business, that's what my goal was. Now my goal is have more and more Indians to play the sport, and that take care of a lot of things themselves.